Hello guys, welcome to my new video. This intro is already long, so without further ado let's get right into it. I had no pens, roast me. This is what Tyler 1 would look like if he locked himself in a basement and masturbated for 4 months straight without eating. You just described Tyler 1. Ready to be roasted. Nice try, Mark Zuckerberg. No, I don't want to go to a insurance seminar with you. When people say there are only two genders, they don't mean both at the same time. The ultimate roast is us still being edgy metalheads as adults, but do your worst. When you spend 2 hours on hair and makeup each day to convince people who don't look at you that you don't give a shit. What rehab did you guys meet at? His face says, man, I wish I could tell this girl I only go to metal shows for the sweaty dudes rubbing up against me. Her face says the same thing. Who do you think is going to find a boyfriend faster after you guys break up? My money is on the dude, TBH. As a gay dude, I immediately assumed that was her gay best friend. BC, my gaydar is going off. There's more DNA in her mouth than in Ancestry.com's vault. But none of it is his. A cliche art student slash barista PLZ and me. The closest you'll get to a pair of balls is hanging from your nose. We can tell you're an artist. You have a 5'x 8 feet canvas for a forehead. Give it your best shot. How do you have both Dumb and Dumber haircuts? It looks like you've put in as much effort on your hair as your DNA did in producing your face. Shirt says it all. But the face says brain dead. Being roasted is my kink. I've never seen anyone allergic to their own face. WTF is wrong with your face? It's like I'm looking at you through the peephole of a hotel door. Kim Kardashian. My friend just got dumped by his girlfriend, loves Nintendo, thinks he's got style, and says he doesn't use any hair product. Roast away. Semen isn't technically hair product, bruh. Vladimir Putin troll doll. Just because he loves to smash brothers doesn't mean he loves Nintendo. You are a white character in a Japanese video game. It's my cake day, roast me, give it to me. You look like you moved the character customization sliders too far to the right. You're Asian and yet you decided to make that typical smile white people make when they pass a stranger. What type of frosting on the cake? Extra chromosome? It's called cake day, not cake every day. Yeet away. The not so Little Mermaid. You accidentally typed yeet instead of eat. That sound you hear is Bill Cosby putting the pills back into his pocket. You look like you colored your hair with the same marker you used to write the roast me sign. Do me like a pig on a stick. Why the long face? Do you always have to tilt your head so you can fit your head into the picture? I would rather do the pig. That post-it note is the most colorful part of your personality. I would watch out. There is so much oil on your face that the US is probably going to introduce democracy to it soon. Roast me PLS. You look like a shop mannequin. He looks like it if human skin was covering him. You look like an alien disguised as a Swiss tourist to the US. If the Ice Queen of Narnia was a transgender. Here ya go, Reddit. There's a way better use for that paper bag in this picture. When proactive goes inactive. If you think high school is bad, just wait and see how many women will reject you in college. The only thing more dry than your lips is your DMS. Your hair looks like a line graph of your life. Things were on the way up, but then puberty hit and your stock plummeted. Looks like the real life version of the know-it-all kid in Polar Express. Roast my ugly ass PLZ. That face looks like you've just heard your dad undo his zipper. This is the kind of guy that tells themselves that they are just like Jim from The Office, but then has to try not to think about the fact that they don't have the attractiveness, charisma, or humor. I feel like someone needs to call his school and tell them to check his backpack for a bomb before he goes back on Tuesday. Future military man thinks he can handle the roasts. Please die for our country. Terrorist vs tourist. You aren't a future military man just because you have a 2:1 KDR with the 12-year-olds on Fortnite. Nothing says killing machine like short sleeves that are tucked in. Your surroundings say high school, but that outfit says 55-year-old dad working the grill at a cookout. You have the same barber and stylist as Ellen DeGeneres. I've been called a 9/10 spy girl. She wasn't my mom. I think she called 911. She was speaking German. You were an 9 out of 10. Your grandma doesn't count either. Your favorite book is 50 Shades of Gay. It was his cousin. I think she was counting the gaps between your teeth. It's a common mistake, but it's actually more of a spectrum than a scale. Roast us, bring it on. I won't roast you guys, my grandpa did it in World War II. Men in brag. This intellectual property theft has gone too far in China. It's cruel to roast people who are asleep. Nothing says we are not a couple, honest. Like parting your hair on different sides. We can still tell, guys. We are two dysfunctional cousins. Roast us. Are your parents also cousins? When did Ancestry.com become a dating site? It's okay to say lover. The guy looks like a Simpsons version of Cristiano Ronaldo with Down syndrome. You may be dysfunctional, but at least your relationship is working. Her hairline looks like it's trying to escape from her teeth. My mom says you're all a bunch of pussies that can't roast her. This isn't a roast, it's a cremation. Spending time with mom's corpse. Good for you, Norman. What was her reaction when Lincoln was assassinated? I might not be able to roast her, but at least I'll see my next birthday. You all told me to hide my forehead last time, so I cut my bangs. What else can you push me to do? If we broke you down to your base components, I'm pretty sure all that would be left is glitter and semen. They call her Tornado because every weekend she's creating chaos in a trailer park. Not gonna lie, you're pretty enough that I could probably put up with you for the 10 seconds it takes for you to start talking about all the shitty hipster bands you listen to. $5 says she has a rehearsed speech on why sleeping with dudes for free shit isn't prostitution. Now what can we do about you looking like a dead-eyed sex doll? You look like the result of hitting random on the Sims character generator. Writer. Dat. Roast me. Entirely. Make me laugh. Call yourself a writer cause you sure as hell ain't a looker. This guy walks into a bar. Bartender says why the long, stupid face? Are you in the middle of having a stroke? Your face is what inspired Picasso. Are you melting? You look like the rat from Flushed Away. Just a small town girl living in a lonely world #ROASTME. If you look this bad with a filter on, I dread to think what you look like without one. High school practice girl. Bet the V looks like a grenade went off in a deli shop. You look like the kind of bitch who would criticize a misspelling in a suicide note. Get used to laying on your back with a dissatisfied look, it's your future. You look like Gollum wearing the skin of a young child. Roast my friend. Will of that oil on your forehead, you have a better chance of being fried instead. You look like a really pretty Barbie doll that got left too close to a candle and had its face melt a little bit. I have never seen elbow acne pock marks before. The monk who sculpted you out of wood overdid it with the lacquer. I don't have time to roast you. Your family is about to roast my dog. There should be a caution sign on your forehead slippery surface. You may not have a happy ending, but happy endings will be a big part of your life. She has formal tomorrow. Make the makeup run. Like she knows what a run is. Some girls get excited if their dress has pockets. You'll get excited if your dress has hot pockets. Her makeup isn't the only thing that needs to run. I bet you make that same face when you pull up to the McDonald's drive-thru window and they hand you your 3 bags of food. Tell her not to worry when she sees her date exchanging money and a laugh with the prom king. Thanks for watching. If you want more, leave a like, subscribe and comment your favorite roast. Please like, please, 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 please.